Hello, we have Julia back.
I'm back, bitches.
And she's back because we have gotten ourselves into so many different strange situations together, just in general, but specifically in the last month or so, we've really just been building the lore. We were trying to remember a lot of it, and we were like, oh my God, I think it was like so much lore that we've blacked it out.
We're essentially desensitized to any crazy life event.
Pretty much. So I thought we could do Bowl of Lore. I miss Bowl of Lore. It's technically like Mug of Lore today. Couldn't find any bowls. But Julia put in some stories. I put in some stories. You know the drill. We're going to pull them. We're going to read them. And we're going to entertain you guys. And I don't know what her stories are. She may not know what mine are either.
I think we have an idea of the different weird circumstances we've both been through.
True.
But we don't know what stories they are.
Ooh.
This is you.
Oh, the time Chloe fumbled Nick Jonas.
Now, how do you do that? How do you manage to do that?
Easily. You can fumble him easily. This is like many years before he got married. I think I was like 21, maybe 21. 21. I can't say that number without having that happen to me. It's like an impulse. Okay, so I was with first of all, let me set the scene. I had just matched with Nick on Raya, like right before I fumbled him, maybe 2 days before. And I was so excited because like he was a hot commodity on Raya, of course. I was like, oh, yeah. I would love to talk to Nick Jonas. I didn't even get to the messaging portion. It was that soon. So I go out that night or the next night maybe with one of my good friends who is a music producer. He's very talented. He does a lot of the top 40 pop songs. We wind up getting really drunk and I make out with him. And I go home with him.
Was he a good kisser?
I don't remember. It was so long ago. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We're really good friends now, like platonic friends. I go back to his house with him. We don't hook up. We just go to bed. I wake up with a mega hangover. I've got like fake eyelashes hanging off my face, makeup all over the place, hair a mess in a bun, and I have nothing but my tight gown and heels. And so I was like, oh God, like I need to go home. And he was like, well, let's go get brunch. Let's meet up with our friends and get some food. And I'm like, well, I'm not putting back on that outfit. And he was like, well, don't worry. And he gives me huge basketball shorts, a giant t-shirt. He doesn't own a brush because he's a man who, I guess you guys, like a lot of you don't have brushes. I don't know. And there's nothing to wash my face with, like makeup still half on, you know, like eyeliner smudged, the whole nine. And I can't wear it with heels, so he gives me like slides. So I'm officially Adam Sandler, but like the worst version of Adam Sandler. And we go to a cafe in Studio City. Now, most of the people that we're seeing at this cafe are like moms or like people with their life really together. It's also like noon. It's not even early in the morning. And all of a sudden, as we're walking up to the line, I see Nick fucking Jonas. And I don't have sunglasses, nothing. Yeah. And my friend knows him because he produces music for him. So he goes right up to him, daps him up, and he's like, hey, Nick, and how are you? And he goes, oh, this is my friend. And he goes to introduce me. I act so strange. I elbow him because I'm like, don't say my name because he's gonna think, oh, I just matched with her yesterday. That doesn't look anything like her because this girl is a train wreck. So
you're doing the craziest walk of shame there could possibly be without even shame.
Yeah, and that's the worst part of all. Like, I didn't even get anything out of it.
No.
The worst walk of shame I may have ever done in my life. And so I elbow him and he looks at me like, what's wrong? And I'm like, and Nick puts his hand out and he's like, hi, I'm Nick. Tell me why. My reaction, I go, turn around, walk the other way. I don't put my hand out. I don't go, hi, I'm Chloe. I just go, and I run away. I ran away. Fight or flight, I flew. I was out of there. My thought process was if I say a name that's not my name, my friend is going to be like, that's not your name. And then it's going to be worse. And if I say my name, I'm going to mess up everything with him because he's going to know. So I just ran away.
You ran away?
I ran away.
Wow.
I would rather him be like, that was a strange girl than be like, I'm unmatching her immediately.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't take the embarrassment and I had the worst anxiety. So I unmatched him on Raya and off he went.
That must have been a really rough day after. Like weeks after. I feel
Weeks.
like that would just linger in my head.
Years,
and
actually.
torment me.
It was one of those things where like you're driving down the street and you're like, oh, like you shudder a little when you think about it. Yeah, it got me for a while. I'm over it now. It's funny to me now. He also has no idea any of this happened. He'll probably see this on TikTok and be like, huh? Yeah. Saving a life of a woman 4 martinis in from a stoop in West Village.
Ooh. And that's
Very
a
long title.
Very, very long title. But it happened.
Okay, this is both of us. All
right. So Chloe and I lived in New York for a couple years, and we were just having a cutesy girls' night out.
First of all, it was the first night that it was like 70 degrees out in New York. There was
perfect.
something in the air. People were outside, walking around for the first time in months, coming out of their caves.
We were feeling confident. We were out and about. We were just like,
had a blowout.
Yeah. Oh, we were feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were a couple martinis in.
Yes. We went to a restaurant called Dante, known for the martinis. We had like maybe 4.
Probably 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, each.
And then decided that we should go for a walk through West Village. The West Village.
Very idyllic. Idyllic? Idyllic?
Idyllic. Very idyllic. Yeah. It was.
So we were just, having a nice little stroll through West Village. Everything's fine. We're feeling hot. All of a sudden, we see this group of people walk past this woman that's just laying there face down on a stoop.
Like literally
sprawled
across like 5 stairs in front of a very nice West Village is also like all the brownstones. If you don't know what those are, it's like townhomes in New York. It's a very affluent, beautiful area. And this woman is just like
fully like not moving. We had to make sure she was breathing and alive.
And so we walked up to her and we were like, hey, are you okay?
There was no response, but then we kind of got closer.
We had to tap on her. We had to be like, hello. Yeah. And I think we checked her pulse and she got up, and we think, looking back on it, there are some concerns with the way that we've handled this, but we think she was just really, really drunk. Like her keys were in her hand. Looking back on it, we were like, what if she had something wrong in the brain, like a stroke or something that didn't occur to us? We were drunk and we did the best with what we could think at the time.
Yeah.
And we had to.
It was a walk up. It was a sixth floor walk up. And she lived on the 6th floor.
We are hoisting her up 6 flights of stairs. So we're like doing our best, but 6 floors, and we were looking, and we were drunk.
They were narrow. It was a narrow stairwell. So we kind of had to go in sideways, and we would take turns, and I would go in first, and then you would go in first, and we would switch around each level we went up.
All the while, like peak martini. And then she unlocks her door. There's a dachshund. I had dachshunds growing up. Big dachshund girl. We set her down on the chair and she's like, thank you. And we're like, yeah, no problem. And then I look at the dog and it has no water, no food. So then Julia and I, without asking, we just start going through her kitchen to find the dog food. And we feed the dog and we find water for it and we get her all set up.
And we get water for her as well.
We got water for her too.
Yeah.
Got water for her too.
I think I put like a loaf of bread next to her too, just like in case.
I think we tried to feed her. We gave her her phone.
And she said she was coherent, and she's like a little bit more coherent at that point.
That was the time that we saved a life drunk in New York.
As one does.
As one does.
Living in New York. But it's unfortunate because we saw so many people, like a group of 5 people just walk right past her.
See, a lot of people like to be like, oh, New York, like I love it for the community, but I have seen the bystander effect. I see it everywhere, first of all. It's like we're all plagued with this, but a lot in New York. Like a lot. Like people will witness
any major city,
someone getting attacked and they're just like mind their own business because they don't want to get involved. Or you see someone who's like dying on the sidewalk and you're like, gotta keep going. Like
there was an Instagram photo and I feel so shitty for this. The person ended up being all right. But in the background, I'm like on someone's fire escape. And in the background, it's in like East Village. And in the background, there's a guy just laying like flat out, and there's a group, like a huge crowd of people
my
just
God.
surrounding him, and then like a cop car
You're just
and
posing
an
on the fire
ambulance, and I'm
escape?
just posing, and then I post it, and then it's just comment after comment, like, is that guy okay?
I hope he was okay.
Yeah, that's New York. I didn't even notice it was happening.
Yeah, well, there's so much going on.
There
I guess
is.
that's the other thing.
All right, my 10, grinding with the tour guide.
Grinding with the tour guide. I know what this is.
Ugh,
I have
this one's painful for
I have
me.
photos.
I think everyone has video evidence of this happening. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we were on an island for a trip. We were shooting with a certain magazine. We had this tour guide who would drive us around the island. He secretly, I felt like he hated me because he was always making little snide comments about me being late, even though I was never late.
He was mean to you for sure.
He was horribly mean to me. So nice to everyone else. Well, not so nice, but he just gave me attitude left and right and like made little snide comments. And I just was like, you know, he pissed me off. I was so over him by the end of the trip.
But he was very nice to everyone else.
Yeah.
We called him Mr. Rogers because he was so kind to everybody except for Julia.
Except for me. So the very last night, we went to this kind of party, this festival that the island throws. I think maybe they do it like once a month or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's nothing else happening on the island. They had a bunch of food, loved the food. Everything was amazing. The music was great. The people was
We were having the time of our lives.
We were having the time of our lives. There was one point when I had to put my I had a ring and I had to put it on my hand.
Your ring finger.
But that didn't help because guess what happened next? You know this.
Well, to this day is one of the best groups from a brand trip I've been on in a long time. Like people were having the time of their lives. And then there were other tourists there that were buying bottles and like everybody was just, I think, collectively in the mood to rage. Like the vibes were high. Everyone was in sync about getting blacked out as a whole, as a community.
We knew the next day was going to be rough.
Yeah, we knew. And at some point when the alcohol was hitting, I look over and I see Julia and Mr. Rogers.
They call it daggering. I probably did it with like all the girls there. And then like
That's how it started. It was just girls having
we were just
fun.
in a line, just like all
But then
getting
Mr.
daggered.
Rogers was like, I'm going to get in this line.
He snuck up in there.
And I don't know what it was, but it was like, it wasn't sexual between you two. It was like like you guys are finally getting along. But you were dancing together. To be fair, it was like the way everyone was dancing on the island. But I do have one of the craziest photos. And I think it's you guys dancing, a couple of the girls from the trip, like this, someone taking shots.
But then there was also a video that one of the girls showed me that she took afterwards is me realizing that it's Mr. Rogers.
And
I immediately like turned bright red and like it's like as if I saw a fucking ghost.
He saw an opportunity and
He took
went
it.
for it.
He took it. After that, I could not look at him. I couldn't bear to hear his name. I was so embarrassed.
Then I had a breakdown in front of everybody because it was time to get back in the car. And to get back to our hotel that we were staying at was this extremely windy one-way road up a mountain with like no lanes. And we're all loading in the car. And then Mr. Rogers, who's been ripping shots, goes to get into the driver's seat. And I was like, oh, no. We can't be having this. We're not doing drunk driving. And he was like, I'm not drunk, I'm fine. And I was like, listen, I can see it now. It's going to be like 7 influencers like off the side of a cliff in the Caribbean. Like I can't, I'm not, I don't know.
I always see the headline.
The headline, I saw the headline very clearly and everything in my body was like, nope, don't go in the car. And so I was refusing to get in. And I was like, no, we're all going to die. And I started freaking all of the girls out and they were all like, oh my God. And everyone was panicking.
I was panicking too. Imagine he was completely sober, just daggering me.
I mean, he might have been.
I just love how that was our first brand trip together.
That was.
It was great.
That was our first brand trip together.
Great trip though. Love the island.
You know what? I just thought of another story. I got electrocuted on a brand trip I threw once.
You would.
I would, but like very seriously electrocuted in Bali. Bro. At the time I was 21, this was shortly after, if you've listened to the other Bowl of Lore where I broke my 4 front teeth on a first date. This was literally after my teeth just got repaired and I go on the trip. It was supposed to be in Hawaii, got moved to Bali. It was for my swimwear company, Rhea. And I had some friends that were models come along and we were just getting content for brands and for Rhea. And I was super type A. Like even more so than I am now. Like very rigid, didn't really like to party.
I'm like, wait. How could you be more devastated?
But there was a
I
time
don't want to see more.
where I was like, I just, I was about my
But it was a lot
career.
of responsibility on you.
I was running a company on 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wasn't about partying, but my friends were all like, let's go to the club. I hadn't really done that in a while. And I was like, okay. And we go and I get really, 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 really drunk. So we go back to the villa and it's this massive like modern mansion and it has a pool. And then above it, there's another pool, like literally a glass pool as a piece of art, I guess. You can get in it though, like a plunge pool above the other pool. And then there's like a swim up bar.
This sounds really cool.
Really cool. Super cool villa.
Wow.
What wasn't cool about the design of that villa is that somebody decided that the best type of lampshade that they could put at the swim up bar was copper. Like metal. Yeah.
What?
Metal lampshades because they were like pretty. It was like hammered copper, giant lampshades. But I decide I'm going to jump from the swim up bar into the deep end of the pool because they're just like parallel and I'm going to swim. I stand up and my back touches the copper lamp and I start convulsing, like fully getting electrocuted. And I got electrocuted so hard and the girls were yelling and they called for, we had a videographer who was upstairs. His name was Jay and he came down there like calling for Jay and I'm on the floor and I wake up on the floor and Jay's above me and I'm like, why did you punch me? Because it felt like
a punch.
Like getting punched like really hard in the back again and again and again. Like, why would you punch me? He was like, I didn't punch you. You got electrocuted. And I was like, what? How did I get electrocuted?
Wow.
Because I conducted, I don't know, the water and the metal.
You conducted the
yeah.
electricity.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
And my hair, I had a little bob at the time, was like full electrocution mode.
Aw.
I couldn't go to sleep for a long time. It feels, have you been electrocuted?
No. Like a little shock, but not like a full on.
Can't imagine what it feels like to be struck by lightning.
I was about to knock on wood, but.
It's raining.
Metal.
It's not. Oh, God.
And it's wet.
And it's wet and we're talking into big metal sticks. Perfect.
Yay.
Anyway, I got electrocuted. A doctor came to see me the next day. They gave me a little IV just in case. I don't really know what the point of that was, just to make me feel better, I guess. And that was that.
It would have been way cooler if you got like superpowers after that or something.
Who says I don't? Watch yourself. Watch out.
Damn. If I was there, I would have been like sobbing above you. You would have like woken up and like seen me just sobbing. Wow. Not very many people can say that they were a conductor for electricity.
No. And then the next day, I think it was the start of bad luck, we went to go see the volcano that they have on that island and it erupted and we got a flat tire at the base of it.
This was just like a series of unfortunate events.
It was just a series of lore. We got the tire fixed in like, I don't know, an hour.
I guess that's how you have to kind of roll with the punches.
Quite literally the electrical punches. Yeah.
Whoa.
This one, protected by a dog in Dogue. Wait, Dogue is in Vogue?
Yeah, I personally have never been in Vogue. I have been protected by a dog that was on the cover of Vogue once.
And the dog was on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah, so it was the dog of a guy that I was seeing, and this all happened before I found out that the dog was in Vogue. I had no clue. I never saw the photos. I think they were released like a few weeks after. But I was just at his home, chilling by the pool. This dog would like follow me around everywhere.
He was a big boy.
Big boy. Like a Great Dane size. Big ass dog.
Guard dog.
Guard dog.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. And he truly is a protector. He's trained to protect, but he's also a model in Vogue. So.
And so all day long you were guarded while you were alone.
By a Vogue model.
By a Vogue model dog.
Yeah.
That might be an original experience. I don't know how many people can say that. No.
Or maybe it is.
Well.
Considering some things.
Maybe. Okay.
All right.
Pop star shit in his nightstand.
I'm pretty sure he's told this story before.
Publicly? No way.
I have a feeling he might have because it's really hilarious. So I was dating his brother. He's in a band. They're pop stars. And so I went and met up with them and we were like smoking cigars, and I was like trying to act all cool. I was freshly 21. So his brother proceeds to think this is the perfect time to tell this story to someone that my brother is seeing the first time I meet her. So clearly he had some sort of good feeling about me and just felt comfortable or something. I don't know. But I don't know what possessed him to tell me this. But he had a fever of like 101 or something. And he's in this fever state. He's dreaming crazy dreams. He keeps dreaming over and over again that he's going straight for the bathroom and he thinks he's doing the right thing and he's
doing the right thing.
Yeah, like, good on him.
Using the toilet.
Wakes up the next morning. Everything's fine. He's feeling better. He smells something horrid. He can't figure out where it's coming from. He's like looking all through the bed. He's like ripping his bed apart. And he's like still kind of like sweaty from the night before. And he goes to the nightstand. He pulls it open. He just shit all over his nightstand in the drawer.
But it's like, why in your sleep are you doing your
like
in the drawer?
I don't know.
And how
but
I guess it had to be the bottom drawer.
I don't know, man. Maybe it was the top one.
That's some crazy
I know, that's crazy aim.
Yeah. Oh my God, can you imagine? Also, I love that he is like, this is the story to tell the girl that my boyfriend that my brother is seeing.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Okay, ready? Yep. Oh my God, I've alluded to this story, and you are who I experienced it with. Stranded on a boat with a DJ who made his own personal Love Island.
Wow, that DJ. That DJ was an interesting fella. He seemed all great. All my friends were telling me, oh, he's a great guy. Like, we've known him for years. He treated his ex amazing.
Which is not true.
Which is not true. So he invites me on this trip. I decide to bring Chloe along because I'm not going on any damn trip with a guy I've only been on one dinner date with.
By yourself.
By myself. So we go, her and I, we get onto this boat and...
Well, shall we start with the plane?
Oh, okay. So
get to the gate.
Okay, so the gate. Right off the gate. So we get to our gate. We see DJ and he's with a girl. And this girl, clearly, like, they have some sort of something happening.
I'm fully flirting.
Yeah, fully flirting. And
okay, also, he invited her and implied that it was a third date.
third date.
So we didn't expect there to be other prospects.
No.
Maybe that was our naivety.
Big naivety. But I'm a hopeless romantic, and you are too. So we're thinking like, oh, maybe, you know, this is like finally
like
a good
girlfriend
guy.
of the trip. How fun.
Yeah, he's like a little bit older. He seems like a good guy, and he was really funny, whatever. Charming. So the girl, they're clearly flirting. I'm texting Chloe like, what is going on? This is so weird. Who is she? What is happening? So we get on this flight. How long was the flight? It was like...
Long.
Yeah, long.
Like 11 hours.
Yeah.
I think. And then in the middle of the flight, we get put in a group chat on WhatsApp with like 15 girls.
15 girls and DJ.
And just DJ, 15 girls.
Yeah.
And we're like, huh.
I'm like, so all these girls are coming with us?
Yeah. And we start looking them up on Instagram. They're like all Instagram models, stunning, beautiful girls. And we're like, okay.
And he's pulling them from all over the world, honestly. Like some of these girls, I was like, whoa. Well, someone from London.
Like, what's happening?
So we get off our flight. We're at baggage claim. Everyone else gets off their flight and they're at baggage claim. So we meet all these 15 girls. We all get in separate cars to go to
separate sprinters for
everybody. We end up knowing one of the girls that was on the trip, like back in the day.
Oh my God.
Remember?
Yes.
And instantly we knew this isn't good.
It was one person that is well known for being very like troublesome.
Big like, troublemaker.
Oh.
So we're like, okay, that's the vibe.
Okay.
That's who he's friends with. That's who he invited. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So we get on the boat. Instantly, like, I have a problem with him. Why are you flirting with all these 15 other girls? And why did you invite all these girls? And also, why did you insinuate that this is our third date?
at least call it what it is if you're gonna invite me.
Yeah.
You know? Like if you're gonna say, hey, let's
But
go on a
even just
trip.
to put me in that category, in a way, like one of the options, like be your own bachelor on
Yeah.
this trip.
Yeah. And here's the thing about the boat too, is like once you're on it, it's not docked at a marina, like it's in the middle of
Yeah,
the water.
so I'm
So
giving him attitude this whole time. We get into an argument. He's like, "You should be grateful that you're here." And I was like, "Grateful?" Oh, the fury in me just like
I'm in the corner like
oozing.
chugging whatever the
Yeah.
stewardesses give me. I'm like
You're like,
scared of what's
I'm on
about to happen.
vacation. I'm chilling, guys. I'm not interested in anybody here. I'm living my best life.
Honestly, it was reality TV for me.
Yeah.
I was the only girl not involved with any of it. I just had my drinks from the yacht stewardesses and I was like, this is crazy.
So we get into an argument. There happens to be a guy that happened to be on the trip as well that was friends with someone else.
Julia
And
said, I can play Love Island.
I was like, oh, you want to play Love Island? Oh, two can play that game. Two can play that game. So I end up seeing this guy that slid into my DMs like a few months earlier. I ignored him because he didn't live in my city. And I shoot my shot. We actually ended up having a really great connection, and a really fun, spontaneous turn of events happened. And
So all in all,
it was all romantic.
we are
and
grateful
fun.
to the DJ.
Yeah, thank you,
I got
DJ.
a free vacation. You got a nice connection out of it. Worked out.
It worked out.
Highly entertaining though. Like one of my favorite moments was it was almost like the Spider-Man meme. Like all the girls were like, who'd you come with?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who did you come with? Who did you come with? And they were like, was he taking you on dates? And I was watching all of them be like Italian, sushi, Mexican food. And I was just like, oh my God.
All different types of cuisines, all different types. I think that this was the third date for all 15 of us.
I mean, he really had a way of figuring out who was getting the fourth, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Great guy.
Predictable.
Man. Great guy.
I made great friends. I left that, enjoyed the boat. I had a fun little time.
And I'm really grateful because I wouldn't have met that new guy.
Also, I'm so down to go on a random adventure and just see what happens because that's how we get more bullet of lore. Like, I love.
We're doing it for the plot. We're doing it
for
for
the
lore.
novelty. I just had on this incredible author and podcast host named Liz Moody, and she does everything like science backed, study backed, and she created this thing called the novelty rule, basically saying that you need to experience one small novel thing like every day, and then every month a larger one. And so that was our larger one. That was our novel thing of the year.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
No, we love novelty. Okay, well, this is your sign to go say yes to whatever crazy adventure that you get invited in on. Get some lore. Also, maybe instead of just questions for Q&As, like send me your lore. I'll read out some crazy stories that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out of lore.
I'm out of lore, guys.
Well, for the day.
Let's
I got more
go get
lore.
some more lore.
Yeah, we need to go get some more lore.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Let's go get it.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram under Miss Julia Kelly. And TikTok.
Same handle?
Different handle. The Julia Kelly, because I am the Julia Kelly.
Perfect. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that is the behind the scenes of our lives.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.